Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to do a general energy reading. I did one a little while ago. I did the first part of my How to Create Your Reality series, but I've been putting out fires, trying to heal, parts of my exterior environment. And all of us have to be put in a place where we're providing healing energy or we're part of the problem. Um, there's one difference between healing energy and non-healing energy, and one is feeding off of its environment and the other is providing healing energy for its environment. So in the form of understanding, usually you're coming to higher states of thinking and understand that you're creating your own reality. You're creating the states in your own body. If you're experiencing trauma and something in your external environment is triggering you in any way, then it's triggering a trauma that you have inside of yourself. Um, Everyone has to be honest with themselves. If you're not being honest with yourself, then why are you getting triggered? Right? Ask yourself why you're getting triggered. Why is it? If somebody else is doing something that's bothering you, you have to be real with yourself and understand, why is that bothering me? Why? It's always a trauma that you're carrying. Now, why do we carry those traumas? Those traumas are projected onto us as a small child, right? Generational trauma is just pain carried through the body that manifests itself in the body. You carry it in your mother's womb. And so all the pain and all the blockages in the flow of energy get carried in the genome, both from your father and your mother. Now, you have to overcome that at some point in your life if you want to get past those pain barriers. And so how do you do that? Well, the best way to understand that from a basic standpoint is to understand that you are not that. You are an infinite being of light, right? And your mind projects the image of you out into the world that you have of yourself. And so if you believe that you are less than anything but God Almighty, or the all true knowing, uh, everyone is a creator, and you are manifesting the body and the life that you decide that you want to live. Have to be honest with yourself. And so what we're seeing now, especially after this last month, is all the energy coming through. It's keeps getting heightened. So any fears or resentments, if you have as a resentment for somebody and they're continuing to act the same way, right? Let's say they have pain, and so hurt people hurt people, and so they're projecting that pain. And if that pain affects you, then you are responding to a wound and feel like you were hurt from your environment, when in fact you don't have to be. You can understand that that pain is theirs, that's not yours. So if you have somebody reject you or somebody lash out at you, it doesn't matter what that is. A lot of times you will attract those things. If the wounds you carry will attract those type of wounds. And if it's triggering you and it's upsetting you, you have to be honest with yourself and say, why is that upsetting me? I am not that. Right. I was thinking about this, and I could pull cards today, but there's no reason to. Everybody, all the families and society, as we see society start to break down, they're having to deal with all these fears and resentments and traumas. And so businesses are starting to come undone, and instead of people doing the inner work and healing, they keep busy doing things where they don't need to keep, to avoid healing those inner pains. And it's the healing process comes from a higher awareness and understanding that that's not me. You are not your pain. You're only experiencing pain because there is a deep emotional wound that you just have to heal. So I think in the next video that I'm going to do, I'm going to extrapolate on that point and then create a meditation exercise to make sure that you understand that you are the light of the world. And how you interpret your own light is how it will affect the people around you. And so if that light gets filtered in any kind of fear or resentment, That's the what kind of light it will attract. And that's the limit that you're putting on yourself to how well you're able to provide positive energy and healing energy for your environment. I hope this helps. Sometimes it's a harsh reading, right? The old beast mind wants to feed off of its environment. So you want to think negatively about what somebody's doing. But in fact, if somebody wants to feed off of somebody else, that's their choice, right? That's the beast nature. It's natural for nature to feed on itself. But if you want to ascend into a higher state of consciousness and stop feeding and stop experiencing pain, because it's the only way you're going to stop experiencing pain is if you stop feeding off of the people around you energetically. Love you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video whenever I get to that, right? Love you. Bye.